Dear Worship Leader Series.
Hello everyone, welcome to today's episode on Dear Worship Leader Series. I am Oluwakemi Ugoakaize. So today's topic is approval addictions. Approval addictions. Reading from the book of Galatians chapter 1 and verse 10, the easy version. When I say these things, I am not trying to please people. No, it is God that I want to please. If I only wanted to make people happy, then I would not be a servant of Christ. Approval addiction, according to Steve Seabold, is a term used to describe the unhealthy need for validation and acceptance from others. Seeking people's approval is setting a trap to please people and meet up to their expectations and not disappointing them. 2 Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 18, the Amplified Version. For it is not the man who praises and commends himself who is approved and accepted, but it is the person whom the Lord accredits and commends. When we know who we are in Christ and who has called us, we are delivered from seeking ways to impress people. From a great woman of God, Joyce Meyer, she says, there are two types of approval. One is from people and the other is from God. We want people to approve us. But if we become addicted to their approval, if we have to have it and are ready to do whatever they demand to get it, we lose our freedom. If we trust God for approval, we are freed from the addiction of approval. Approval addiction will make one seek for praise from people. That is, seeking for their acceptance and their validation. And seeking validation from men will make you feel like a failure when you are not given. As the minister of the gospel, you must be careful so you don't bend your ways to pleasing men, all because you want to be accepted by men. You cannot be accepted by God and be rejected by men. But you can be accepted and validated by men, yet unrecognized by God who has really called you. John Piper in Gospel Wisdom for Approval Junkies says, the real way to deal with the craving for affirmation is to humble ourselves and to admit that our security, our real identity, our real stability, our real joy comes from way outside ourselves, namely from God. And our problem is that we have replaced God-centeredness with self-centeredness, God-focus with self-focus, God-regard for self-regard. When you seek to please God, it takes pleasure in you. So, dear ministers, deal with approval addiction by knowing who you are, who has called you, and your assignment. Seek God's approval, His validation, and His commendation. So to become in our next episode, remain planted, remain rooted, and remain connected. God bless you.